Hey guys, so I want to talk about 3 things I've learned that are going to help you make lots of gains. And then just, I guess, pause and take a picture of that, or pause and have this. Okay. Whenever you're trying to make results, whenever you're trying to make gains, sometimes you don't know what kind of workouts you want to do. You want to start doing heavyweight. Someone tells you to do, oh, I know this circuit. I know, I powerlift, I CrossFit, and I bodybuild. And what I'm getting to is that you need, like in food, whenever somebody tells, whenever you're young, oh, there's this pyramid that you follow to eat healthy. It's the same thing whenever you're working out and you're building muscle. I guess it's straightforward, but it's not. So let me rewind a little bit. Recently, I've discovered that there's 3 types of movements that you need to do in order to gain muscle, make some gains. There's a isotonic, isometric, and eccentric workouts. So an isotonic workout is typically what a bodybuilder does. They do 25 reps, 25 repetitions, and they do it 5 times, 5 sets. So if I have a dumbbell and I do 25 repetitions of my dumbbell, right? Or if I have a workout that is going to work on my back and I do pull-ups, I do 25 reps, or I do 15 reps. I do over 10 reps, and I do that 5 times. 5 times is an example because there's the pyramid, there's the 3x10, 5x5, or 25x5. But whenever you do isotonic workouts, you want to have a lower weight and you want to do more repetitions. People say, oh, feel the burn. That's when you feel the burn. That's when you're working out. Obviously, you feel the burn afterwards. Whenever you do whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do isometric workouts, whenever you do eccentric workouts, you obviously feel sore later on. But whenever you're doing isotonic workouts, when you do 5 sets and then 25 reps, you're isolating that muscle and you're working out in a way that's going to benefit you really well. Now, let's go to isometric. Isometric workouts, you do a lot more weight, but you do less repetitions. So if you do 80% of your max, you want to do 5 repetitions of that, and then you do 5 sets. See, that's the way you get strong really fast, but you can't do that with all the parts of your body. So before, I used to think, oh, bodybuilder, they're not as strong as powerlifters. And don't get me wrong, everybody's different, everybody has their own physique, but typically powerlifters are stronger than bodybuilders. Like I said, it's not true all the time, but since their diet is a little bit unhealthier and they can eat more fat, eat more protein, they should be able to put on muscle faster than a bodybuilder. If it was like the exact same person, if it was like the twin, and they had almost like the exact same genetics, the powerlifter would get stronger faster than a bodybuilder, because the bodybuilders a lot of the times is worried about their physique. They can't eat. Like they restrict themselves because they want to maximize. And don't get me wrong either, because I guess if you know a lot of bodybuilding type workouts, if you know bodybuilding in and out, you know that it's easier to bulk than to bulk and lose body fat. So they would just do one, not both of them. But like I said, typically it's easier because they're for a power to get stronger, because they do workouts that are harder to do and force themselves a lot more with more weight, and they do less repetitions, so they focus on recovery a lot more whenever they do their next weights, their next set. And I think that has a lot to do with how hard you push your muscle. So if you push your muscle and you force it to do more weight, it's gonna recover to do more weight. If you force it to do more repetitions and to get cutter, which is what an isotonic type workout, what a bodybuilder does, it's gonna get bigger, but it's not meant to, like a powerlifter in comparison, it's not meant to lift more weight. They're just they're building on muscle mass, but it's not gonna be as efficient as for what a powerlifter does, is to push more weight. Finally, I want to talk about, or the third thing I want to talk about, is eccentric workouts. Eccentric workouts are the type of things people refer to as a CrossFitter, and they also talk about it being going to Snap City. People make fun of these types of workouts, but these types of workouts are, I kid you not, some of the hardest workouts and some of the most challenging. If you want to challenge yourself, you want to do eccentric workouts. And what ultimately everything is, and ultimately everything comes into, is a weightlifter. A weightlifter is basically what everyone, they incorporate all these workouts. So back to the chart. A weightlifter incorporates isotonic, isometric, and eccentric workouts. This is what you see in the Olympics. An Olympian incorporates all these workouts because they maximize, they knew that all these, or whoever trained them knew that they need all these types of workouts. They need the explosiveness of an isometric workout, even though it's, you can harm yourself if you don't know, or if the person that trains you doesn't know what they're doing. If you know what you're doing and the person that trained you and you have experience, it's just like any other workout. You're just gonna, if you push yourself and you do it right, there should be no reason to hurt yourself. You have spotters. There should be no reason to hurt yourself. But like any other workout, there are risks. So I really recommend, if you want to get trained with eccentric workouts, which are very good for explosiveness and to jump higher, you get someone that knows what they're doing. Don't get someone that thinks they know what they're doing, because you're gonna go to Snap City, and Snap City is a bad place to go to. Some people don't return from Snap City. Some people, that's the end of their career. So a bodybuilder, powerlifter, and a CrossFitter are, I guess, the main types of people who dedicate weightlifting, or working out to weightlifting. If you do a sport like swimming, or you want to get stronger for swimming, I really recommend you incorporate all these workouts, or whatever your sport is, football, incorporate all these workouts, because at the end of the day, they're going to help you. They're going to benefit you. You're not going to be better off doing one than the other. So just incorporate all these workouts to maximize your gains.